How's it going? How's it going? Happy Thursday. Whoa, I'm going to have an accident right there. Welcome to the Dollar Hour, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden, Mr. Short Dollar himself. Tonight we got an awesome show. Tonight we're going to be having a discussion about do you really want to be in business, or do you want a job that pays more money? Again, do you really want to be in business, or do you want a job that pays more money? Okay. Again, I'm Deonte Burden, Mr. Short Dollar himself. I want to welcome you guys to the Dollar Hour. Before we get started, I want to say what's up to my awesome producer, DJ Lab.
What's going on?
Now, what's happening with your brother?
Here we are again.
Hey,
nice Thursday today, huh? 70 degrees.
Hey, man.
Nice little weather outside. It's going to drop again in 2 days, though. Don't get too happy.
I want to put my smooth sweater on today, but I was like, damn, put you a little warm out there. I had to go and all that.
Right.
But, yeah, man, I'm super excited. It's been an awesome week for me. It's been an awesome 2021. Hope everybody's enjoying it, staying safe and everything. And, before we get started with the show, I'd like to rehash the previous week. We're going to state again, we are still in the pandemic. Make sure you guys are practicing social distancing, washing your hands, all the little stuff you learned in pre-K and grade school. Taking care of yourself, but most importantly, be very, very safe out there and be safe for yourself and others. Second thing, tax season. You guys normally counted by profession. The owner of Majestic Business Services. We're knee-deep in tax. I was just telling Lab, I'm very busy right now. I'm very busy.
That's a good thing, though.
Oh, man, shoot, boy. Yes, tax accountant. And they ain't talking about nobody done got it from criminal software. They're doing it. I ain't gonna hate on nobody.
Ain't no quicker software.
Yeah,
Ain't no quicker software going on this.
We heard this time of year, man. You busy, man. But it's a blessing. I'm super excited and appreciative of it. But big news for Mr. Short Dollar.
Okay.
Mr. Short Dollar has a clip 5,000 subscribers. Woo! Man, and hopefully before the end of this show, we'll be at 6,000 subscribers. Technically at 5,800 right now. So,
right.
But with that said, I do want to give a big thank you to everybody that's been loving and supporting me. And like I was just telling Lab for the show, when you get into this whole thing with dealing with YouTube, pretty much, you kind of go into, especially see people that's successful outside of celebrities. It's almost like 2 years, and over and over and over again. That's the same thing. Mm-hmm. 2 years for you don't get any money, and that's a lot to be dropping.
Right.
That's a lot to be dropping, man. I know it's well over 100 videos on Mr. Short Dollar.
Because you put an investment in this thing. People don't realize this ain't cheap to do, man. This
big old nice picture of that handsome guy up there,
Man, this ain't cheap. Everybody say, oh, that's easy. No. To do it right?
No. Google ads, YouTube ads. And you see it all the time. So many people actually want to make 1 or 2 videos because they heard about the money you can make. But they really, when you don't get it in response, it's deflating. Yeah. And I've had my moments. I had Lab and Slick 316. Big shout out to her. Putting their foot in my tail when I kind of get a little down and stuff like that. I had a real rough 2020. So, again, all that stuff compounded. But, like now, hell, we done climbed that mountain.
That's right. We almost over the top now. At least we crescent.
Man, I'm super excited. But, again, I want to thank everybody, all my friends, family, supporters, you guys. And I hope to keep delivering you guys great information, in the future to keep everybody abreast. But if you haven't, depending on where you follow us now, on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, make sure you go to the YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar, subscribe. That's our main platform, the main place where we give most of our information out to stay updated on everything. Also, want to give you guys early notice. I will let everybody know again next week and through the week. Next Saturday at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time p.m., I'll be a subject matter expert on the Black Experts Empire panel of experts. And with the Black Experts Empire, they usually go to Dr. Boyce Watkins' YouTube page or the Black Financial Channel. Both of those channels have probably like 500,000 subscribers.
That's true.
But so I'll be on the panel as a black expert. Can't disagree with that.
Why not?
Hey, man, I'm black and I'm an expert. I'm an expert, so why the hell not? So
why not?
Again, that's next Saturday, March 6th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be a panel on that. So make sure you guys tune into that and stuff. I'll make sure I do more postings to keep everybody abreast of them. It's gonna be pretty cool. I've been dealing with Lawrence Watkins and Al Duncan with the Black Experts. And by the past 2 years, I've learned a lot from the brothers, a lot, and they've been very, very pivotal in regards to the growth and success that I've had. And not only just with being on YouTube, but also just learning how to market certain things and stuff. So definitely it'll be a great experience to help them out. Again, tonight show we're discussing: do you really want to be in business, or do you want a job to pay you more money?
Right.
Okay, so it's gonna be a great show. Gonna have that again. This is the Dollar Hour, hosted by me, Deonte Burden, Mr. Short Dollar himself. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar, where we talk about personal finance, business, entrepreneurship, and real estate investing. You can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok under the same title, Mr. Short Dollar.
Right.
Okay? All kind of ways you can find this little short bald head brother. Yes, sir.
Right.
Hey, and listen, when we start talking about this show, what I was just thinking about, just like beginning of the year, everybody had their New Year's resolutions, and they say, man, I want to go and start my own business. I want to do something like that. I'm in this little, I guess, I don't know if you be in a funk or just get some of that New Year's, energy.
Motivation.
Yeah, I'm ready to start me a business up and everything. People want change in their lives. And all the time, with me on the business service firm, that being Majestic, people call all the time, I'm ready to start a business, ready to get my LLC. They get their LLC, they get their tax ID number. Oh, they might go get them a logo, mess around and get them a website,
right,
and start posting all over Facebook, Craigslist, the marketplace and everything. You start selling, different products and stuff, and it's awesome. I see everybody they're doing the pressure washing, they're doing their landscaping, they cutting hair, they perming, selling wigs, right, sugar, tea, everything, And it's all in the energy. Everybody got that bug and stuff. And then by March, April, or May, it start getting a little less action. Start dwindling down.
A little slower.
Yeah, a little slower. Next thing you might see a post where, if you really want to know who supports you, start a business.
Right.
Family and friends hate on business owners and all that kind of stuff because they can't get traction no more. Nothing going like how they wanted to do it. And most of the time it's just something that they didn't do. Is why, or they focus. May have the energy focused on the wrong direction, but they're sitting there saying to themselves like, "Hey, we started this business, but not going where I wanted to go," and now all of a sudden people are just kind of dejected.
Yeah. Let me throw something in here real quick. We got a couple of viewers on YouTube. Marilyn B. I'm sorry if I messed up your last name. Estevel says greetings from New Jersey.
Hey.
Don Summons say greetings from Little Rock, Arkansas.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, Tilly Blind says greetings from Indiana.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. I appreciate and welcome everybody to the Dollar Hour. Again, if you follow us on looking at the stream live on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, I want to welcome you guys all to the Dollar Hour. Please feel free to share comments and the questions and everything like that. The Dollar Hour is a very interactive show, so if you've got any questions or anything like that, please ask your questions and stuff, because that's how we had the show set up and everything. Because that's why with tonight, in particular, what we're talking about, there are so many people that got their entrepreneurial bug. They're ready to start their business up. But again, that's one of the first things I ask people when they call me for as a consultant, ready to start a business up. And you just already got in mind here. I already want to get my LLC started, and you ready to just get it done. We get you squared away. But when we start going through that whole idea of the idea of starting your business up, getting it started, and making it happen and everything, that's one of the very first questions I ask people and everything. So shout out to Monkey Shoulder Scotch. Hey, that joke bit me last week. Like, ooh. That was my first time cracking that bottle open. Like, whoa, boy.
Now, I heard that. Look, this was the Monkey Shoulder.
That Monkey Shoulder. That Lord, boy. But I got a little time to it now.
Right.
But that's one of the things when people want to start out. I think with business, what happens so much, especially if you're a new entrepreneur, or if you want to kind of, even if you've just been one of them kinds of just dibbling, dabbling and everything, you got your job, and you just, hey, I'm going to do this on the side and all this kind of stuff. People have so much of energy in starting a business up, and they spend so much time like, man, I can buy this, sell this, that, and make this kind of money. But what they never do is think about what the hell they can lose.
Right.
The downfall of it. And That's not to make you quit.
Right.
That's not to make you stop your traction. But what it is to make you what? Think.
Think about it.
Yeah, think about it. Think about the things that can and cannot happen. The pros and cons, things you need to kind of help mitigate losses. Again, you know, we're thinking, and that's one of the things I always want to push to people. Okay, listen, that's a great idea. But sometimes, you know, when you get to talking to folks, people look at it like, what, you're hating on them, you're scaring them, whatever. Now, you know, I'm trying to speak it to existence. That's cool, you can speak it to existence. But last I checked, you're trying to start a store. You ain't trying to be a magician. Right. So we want to sit here and make sure that, hey, we can really make it happen. Not only can we create this business, we also can sustain this business.
Right.
And too many times people are such a rush to get certain things started, but they don't ever go through that whole thought process. Is this actually something that can be, you know, sustainable?
I was just about to ask you that. Do people even, when they say a business, they just see the great idea and they think, oh, I know I can make money from this.
Yeah.
Let me get it going, but they don't think about, you know, the overhead, the space. All they see is the great idea. Like we talked when you first started the show, and you said, "I make great fried chicken. Yeah. Everybody gonna want to buy this fried chicken. I'm ready to start a business." And you say, "Well, did you think about this?" And then they tell you, "Man, you just trying to crush my dreams."
You know, what happens a lot of times, people, they have great ideas and they have a great product, have a great service. But what kills them all the time is they're just not business people.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. The problem of it is you got to be realistic of where you at in that and just take a little time and invest in yourself. Right. Now, the downfall of that, I won't say it's downfall, but the problem with loses a lot of people. You want to start it now, but you need to get yourself, your structure right. You know, I'm talking about in terms of adequate knowledge, adequate systems. That being, you know, how you got your marketing, your operations, especially shipping and receiving, all that kind of stuff. That may postpone your idea 3, 6 months, maybe a year away. But you so impatient, you got to have it now. Right. Because you've been thinking about it so long, and now you got some money in your hand, you got to spend it. But people don't understand here. You lose your money so quick. I see, behold your pants up with your shoestring before you know it. Right. How many people? And this one I'm paying for pose. How many people got those item disaster loans last year and still got some money? What you want to say, 50%?
No, you started trouble now.
40%?
I'm going to say
30%? 5%?
5.
Whoa. Hey, man. The Bentley dealerships just went crazy. Got my PP. I got my PPP. Man. Got a Birkin bag. Oh, Lord, man. Come on now.
Spending every dime.
Oh, man, with all intentions of starting a business and everything. And this is one thing about it. You know, I try to be very honest with people. And you talk to a person that has lost a lot of money. I made a little change over the years, but I lost a lot. And you really don't know how to really retain and grow money until you done lost a little bit of it. Right. And get you some scars. But people don't want to get scars. You know, and when you want to walk that entrepreneurial walk, which is a very frightening and a very lonely walk, right? People just don't want to put themselves in a position to get harmed like that. And that's one of the things you got to just look. You're gonna take your losses, right? But you got to constantly try to find a way to mitigate those losses. Try to learn from them and grow, get educated, have sacrifices. I always share to people, to be honest with you, is that I really didn't start making money until I started really investing in myself. And I'm not necessarily talking about getting a new logo and a website. I'm talking about going to some of the mastermind groups, going to some of them classes, spending $1,000, spending a couple thousand. With people, you go over there and maybe, you know, it's not really worth what you spend. Yeah, it's possible. Right. But if you do your due diligence, spend a little time looking over and stuff, you know, but that's when I got it, because I started getting educated and got that game. That's what helped me.
But I think a lot of times, even with the mastermind group, say you don't want to spend money, people don't even want to take their time to look up the business on Google, which is free. People don't spend the time looking up the supply chain information, whatever the business may be. They don't spend their time learning about it just on Google, just what you can learn from just looking it up on the internet. I mean, just to be honest with you, they don't spend that time because they already have in their mind, I got this plan. I already know my plan. I already know what I'm going to do. So to tell them otherwise is to try to shoot them. It means that you're shooting them down. They won't even forget the mastermind groups, and I know they've been great. Don't get me wrong. But they won't even take the time to look it up on Google.
No effort.
No effort.
No effort whatsoever. You know, it's funny you said we were just talking about this. I do these posts on these videos. Hey, listen, go get this $10,000 grant, $50,000 grant. Go check out this video. I'm giving a step-by-step instruction on what to do or whatever. All through the comments. More info. Post this. Tell me this. Tell me that. I'm telling you, listen. I done sat down and did everything for you. I done did all the damn thinking for you.
Right.
Just go through, listen to it, read it, all the question you got, everything. Look at, go through it.
Right.
And one key thing that you have to understand is just being an entrepreneur, you have to be disciplined. And you got to be patient. You got to be disciplined, you got to be patient. And if you can't sit here and just go through a 10-minute video. Now, I'm not saying people, because I do think, like I share this all the time, I think the vast majority of people out here want to work.
Right.
I think the vast majority of people out here want to work. They're not lazy. I just think that what separates people is that patience key.
Yeah.
That whole entrepreneur thing where you understand I'm planting this seed, and that harvest is not going to grow until the fall or the summer. Not, the fix or flip mentality.
Right. I
bought it. I got to flip it over in a couple of days and stuff, and I want my money back. That's not how it goes in business. And I just think that's the biggest difference. But like I said, man, I can sit here and just do that, give you all the instructions. Hey, what you do? Hey, how we get it? Show me more. Go look at the video.
Right.
Everything's there.
Everything's always unwrapped and laid out for you.
I might well be talking down Arabic. Shit. I might be talking about Arabic. And here's the deal. I just don't think, and that's why we're having this discussion tonight, like, do you want your own business or you want a job, pay more money? We always talk about everybody doing that whole self-check. And when people don't necessarily want to do that self-analysis to say, look, when we do the self-analysis, we're looking at our temperament, our attitude, what we're tolerant about, what we don't want to do. People don't want to do that because, again, that's kind of painful.
Yeah, I'm sorry, young lady, if I mess up your name. Myron B. Estenovo. She says on YouTube, she said it's a mindset. There are no shortcuts to success.
None whatsoever. And it's painful. Now, you're right on with that, but that's
Miriam. I'm sorry, Miriam. I'm just going to say Miriam. If I'm wrong, just say in the comments I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
We're going to say it smooth. Miss Lady M. Miss Lady
E. Yeah, Miss Lady M.
Miss Lady Loud boy.
I'm sorry.
But she's exactly right. She's exactly right. And mindset is so critical because a lot of times your temperament is going to really, determine a lot of stuff. What I shared in regards to just tax season. I'm pumping out money in October and November, and I'm not going to get. I just started getting some money this week. I just started getting some, prepare fees this week. So you still talking about 3-4 months that I've been putting out money in training, marketing, all this other BS, and I'm just starting to get revenues now.
Right.
Who else would want to do that?
That's true.
You got to be mentally driven to understand that, and the money finna come in from February and probably gonna go dry mid-May.
Right.
And we still gonna talk about another 4 or 5 months. Ain't nothing coming in.
And you gotta stay due diligence.
I gotta say, hey,
due
diligence, discipline. I gotta have all these other things going in place to say, okay, look, this is how I gotta live off this stuff. Outside of other things, but those are the kind of things you have to sit here and be wired to be able to do that. Because when we begin our discussion in regards to the actual entrepreneur aspect and the employee aspect, that mindset is so critical.
Right.
Mindset, your vantage point on how you're looking at how things are, because again, when you see DJ Lab doing this thing,
right.
When Lab be on the ones and twos, I be seeing Lab doing that and everything coming out. And honestly, he doing it so effortlessly. I'm like, damn, that's some simple, stuff. But I get in there, it sound like, yeah.
They don't see 30 years to get you.
Exactly. So when you're good at doing something, people think it's so easy. Because you're smooth with it. You ain't stressing, you ain't thinking, you do it with your eyes closed. But people think it's that easy. Yeah. I had, again, it's the Dollar Hour. I am Deonte Burden, Mr. Short Dollar Self. Tonight we're having a discussion. Do you want to be in business, or do you just want a job to pay you more money? Make sure you follow Mr. Short Dollar, where we talk about personal finance, business, entrepreneurship, real estate investing. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Okay, but we're going into that, man. I had so many times about losing my train of thought. When people want to, get into, entrepreneurship, I just don't think they kind of look at the bad part.
Right.
Everybody looking at the good part, they just figure that ain't gonna happen to me. And far too often, people that have some success with entrepreneurship and being in business, they've actually been through. Again, you have some, some lottery winners. Mm-hmm. They come out there, and just from the gate they do it, but they're far and few between. Most of the time, you're a seasoned entrepreneur. You went through some uncomfortable stages where, you done took some L's and things just blew up on you and stuff like that. And most people don't have the temperament to do that. They, just like like stock market, money went up, and then it go down. Mm-hmm. I'm in panic, jump out of it. But when you're in business, you had to learn that kind of stuff.
Do you think most people think that their idea is so great that they are not, that they can't lose, that they're not going to have any downtime because everybody's going to want it? Do they not live in reality? Like, it's like, this is my dream, and I know my dream's going to work. Like, they're blinded by they're blinded by the success they think they're going to have, and not grounded in reality that it may not go that way.
I think that's part of it. I think most of it it's not they blinded by, you got some folks just, hard-headed. Mm-hmm. You can't tell them nothing. They're just going to be, regardless how it's going to be, you have that. But I think most of it, people just, what we talk about all the time, the intentional ignorance. Mm-hmm. They intentionally don't try to find all the information out and see, because here's the deal. Once I find the information out and do all other stuff, now I'm accountable. Mm-hmm. People like to blame other people and other things on their shortcomings.
Right.
It's easy to say, well, I didn't know, or nobody told me.
Right.
Well, shit, did you ask? Did you look?
Right.
Well, I didn't know. People sit here and tell you this and tell you that, but did you aggressively try to find out?
Right.
But again, I can get it off of me so people think, well, they didn't tell me, or, I went into it and I didn't know. But again, and the reason why people don't want to do that, because why? They don't want to be accountable. Mm-hmm. It's going to postpone some of the things they want to do, and they just ready to do it now. Mm-hmm. We're in a real microwave society. People really don't want to sit here and grind. Right. People really don't want to do it. Mr. Short Dollar is having success now, but it's 2 years, in the making.
2 years on the grind.
Man, I had Majestic breaking even for damn near 15 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, again, a lot of that had to do with what my capacity and the input I was putting into the businesses. And that's how it is a lot of times with businesses. But you have to be realistic about where you're at, the amount of time and sacrifice you're putting into it, and also just, what you're doing. Mm-hmm. We laugh a lot of times, about the Kente clause, but people don't understand. Sometimes, people don't want to buy a Kente clause, or the person that people that you putting it out to just not interested.
Right.
Spend more time trying to find the people that are interested. Where are they hanging out? Who are those people?
See, a lot of people think that everybody's going to want what they're selling.
Mm-hmm.
They don't realize that a lot of times, it might be 75% of people don't want what you're selling. So you got to adjust yourself and concentrate on them 30% that's going to want what you're selling. And I think a lot, and I'm guilty of it too with this radio station and TV show, this TV station that I think everybody want to watch TV and listen to radio, but that might not be the case. Some people might just already have what they like to listen to and watch. So you gotta adjust and focus your energy and your advertisement on those 30% that might want to watch you or listen to you or buy your product, because you can't if you concentrate on 100% that you think want it, you're gonna lose a lot of time, energy, stress, and money.
Just to that point, that's a great point, Leo. To that point, that means just say you go on Facebook and you done got this whole little ad and you post your business. You're banking on the people
right.
Your number of Facebook friends wanted it.
Right.
Or they may refer it to somebody. Mm-hmm. And that's a very small pool of people.
Very.
I don't even give a damn if you got 5,000 maxed out the followers or whatever. That's still a small pool of people. Right? Mm-hmm. What we talk about all the time, people always say, what? It's not what you know, it's who you know. Mm-hmm. And people hide behind that. You got to know somebody. Go know somebody.
Right.
Get out your comfort zone. Do things you never did before. Because what we say, the definition of insanity, you keep doing the same thing, you expecting different results. different results, and it's not going to happen.
Right.
Get out your comfort zone. Go to networking sessions. Go to certain classes. Go talk to strangers. Get out there and grind. Beat the concrete. People don't want to do that. That's uncomfortable, but it's easy to do what? Make an ad, say I'm selling this, and post it on Facebook, and just nothing. Right. And it just happens like that all the time. All the time. You may sell this, sell that, but again, you're still limiting yourself. Now, the flip side of that, if you say, okay, I just want to make me a little side money, I'm just doing this, and I'm cool with a couple orders I'm getting here and there from family, friends, that's great.
Right.
But if you talk about, okay, I want to go next level and stuff like that, you got to think differently. You got to think differently, especially when you start talking about what we're talking about tonight. This is your business, and you want to leave your job. You got to be realistic. Are you doing the things that an actual business entrepreneur will be doing? Or are you doing the stuff that somebody just side hustling doing? Your movements and your processes, all that stuff got to be a little different, And again, what we're talking about tonight, I just want to kind of go over a couple things when we start looking at entrepreneurship and just, you being an employee. Now, let me get this quick disclaimer. There's nothing wrong either way how you go about things in life. If you got your own business or if you're working a job. I'm not one of those people that get into, hey, entrepreneurship is the way or whatever, because at the end of the day, this shit ain't for everybody. It's scary. It's stressful. It can be detrimental to your health. It can be detrimental to your family. All kind of stuff. It can be very detrimental to your damn bank account. So you got to actually make sure that you're the type of person that's built for this kind of stuff. And if you're not really built for it, you might want to kind of just stay in your lane. And there's nothing wrong with it. That's why we always talk about self-awareness, just knowing what type of person you are, And I think that's where a lot of people get lost. I want to do this, I want to do that, but people, like I said, they have good products and good services. But that whole point of just not wanting to understand how business goes, that's what throws everybody off. And there's nothing wrong with you not knowing how business goes. It is something wrong with you not trying to hire somebody or find people to help you with doing it. That's the thing. Because you work at a job 30 years don't mean you know how to run it. Right. That's, we really need to come to that realization. Just because you worked up there at that restaurant don't mean you know any damn thing about running that restaurant.
Ms. M says it comes with a lot of growing pains running your business.
Extremely. You're right on with that, because at the end of the day, I don't think people, and listen, guys, one quick thing, if you are listening to us live on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, please make sure you hit the like button. We want to kind of get those algorithms going up and everything. So please, if you're looking at us live, hit the like button for me. But that's a outstanding point, Ms. M, because some of the most important lessons you learn in life are what? Some of the most painful. And now, the flip side of it, you got to learn from it. Cause one of my buddies said something to me the other day. He was just talking about, cause we both have, adult kids, and he's just like, the kids, they don't listen. No, not the kids, they don't listen. He was saying that, how we didn't have mentors and our kids do, and they don't listen. I mean, and they're not taking advantage of it. And like I had to bring his attention, I mean, it wasn't an issue if we did or didn't have mentors. It's really the whole point of we shut the hell up and listen.
Right.
Because you can have a gazillion people talking to you, but if you're not really listening,
to them.
Yeah, it don't make a difference. And really, with that said, I've got a lot of advice. I've been blessed to have a lot of people that care about me. They give me good advice. They give me good advice, and some give me horrible advice. But I always listen, because out of 10 things, 2 of them may be some great info. Right. You just take it. Okay, put that tool in your toolkit. But at the end of the day, some folks, you ever had a conversation with somebody? Hell, you give them advice, but you can't get a damn word out. They got a whole response, whatever.
Every day you say they got a response for it.
And what we know this, to be true. We can argue opinions all day and night, but we can't argue results. Look, at the end of the day, if somebody got traction, somebody got results, and they got a history of doing a certain thing, we can't argue that. How you feel, how you think, how you want, that's not reality. Right. That ain't reality. If you produce, sold, got a track record of doing something, it kind of behooves you to listen to this person, okay? That's true. So that's the kind of thing people want to really, I would really say kind of, you really want to side to that. You may not like what they tell you. I just remember when I went to that mastermind meeting, a couple years ago out in Phoenix, the tax group. I mean, I was about 15 years in the game then, feeling pretty good. I got in that hot seat. I just remember the guy was taking the notes. What happened?
Tell Miss M thank you. She just told everybody, if you watching live, to support hitting the like button. Thumbs up that you are dropping knowledge.
Thanks so much, Miss M. I truly appreciate that. I truly appreciate it.
She is very active today. We appreciate all your activity. We appreciate all your comments. We may not read them all, and I apologize for that, but we do appreciate the interaction. Thank you so much.
Yeah, exactly. Appreciate it. Because like I said, we're in here. We're running through 4 different platforms right now. So, but the thing of it is that when a lot of times when people are actually going down that whole route, you know, you're getting people to throw information out. You may not like how it comes out. You may not like, you know, what's said, but you still have to kind of just do some kind of process. You know, well, hey, listen, this person here, you know, saying something I might want to look, you know, take heed of and everything. Because me and one of my mentors, you know, we were just sitting there rapping, and he was just going through a couple things with me, and I didn't like anything. Well, I'm sorry, I'm about to forget the story I was giving about when I went to Phoenix. And I mean, when I sat in that hot seat and I went through, hey, my tax business is doing this and going through that, and I was going through the process, how I was paying everybody and stuff, and the guy was writing everything down on the board, right? All the details and stuff. And when you go to those mastermind groups like that, I flew out there, you got to be very transparent, because if you don't tell the truth, you know, you have people in there that were like just starting up a tax business. Some people have been in the game 30 years, making, you know, 8 figures and stuff. You know, 10 franchises and stuff, but it was the whole gamut in there, about 20 people. But you had to be honest when you sat in the seat, because why? You can't fix a lie.
Right.
We can fix the truth, we can't fix a lie. So I'm in there I wasn't flexible, just give my information. Felt okay, comfortable, I'm doing okay, but I needed some help. And I just remember he wrote everything down, and that joker balled that damn paper and threw it at me. Mother. Hey. He threw it at me, lad.
Right.
And he was like, nah, Deonte, you know, his biggest thing was my compensation package I was paying the people that worked for me.
Right.
I felt like I was paying people above market.
Right.
Which I was. But I wasn't paying them to get out there and dog it and make money for me.
Okay.
That's what I wasn't doing.
You were paying them to hustle.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I was paying them to work, but you know, when the work was low, they ain't working.
Right. But
when I paid them, but when I paid them the dog, that was it. He's like, no, you need to pay them this. And hell, that was damn 3 times what I already paying them. I'm like, hold on now. Whoa. But I had to just stop for 1 second and say, what? Hell, I paid this money to come listen to this man. I might want to shut the hell up and just do, you know, think about what he's saying exactly. Right. Instead of trying to sit here and argue with him.
Right.
You know, because again, I've had success, but I'm trying to go next level.
Right.
You know? He's done what I want to do. So let me be quiet and take this information in, right? And I say this thing, no matter what level of success, what level of experience, what mode you are in life, you're never too old where you feel like, okay, I know enough. You know? That's why the president has a cabinet.
Yeah, you never should feel like you know everything.
Never. No matter how, quote unquote, successful you are. It's somebody always have done more or know more than what you know. So,
well, my grandfather always tell me, never go into a conversation talking about things you don't know a lot about, because there's always bound to be somebody in there that knows more than you.
Yeah. and they're not going to be the loud person bragging, but you never know what kind of jewel you're going to get dropped.
Right.
But I say this to say, I sat down, I listened to him, and I still felt some kind of way about it. I thought I, had a good thing going. But coincidentally, the next tax season, I sat down and changed my compensation package. Paid people how he said it. Sales went up almost down 200%. Well, not the sales, the actual revenue.
Right.
I mean, not revenue, the profits. I'm sorry, I apologize, get boogering everything up. But the profits. Why? Because what was happening, my people were out there sitting there just driving, because they had potential to make way more money than before. I was paying them more, but they were dogging them more, which made me more money. But again, I couldn't see that. And I wasn't really receptive to it, to be totally honest with you. But you had to sit there and say, well, look, my way is working, but things that always work better. And you have to be kind of open to that. So when we start talking about we're talking about tonight's show, where we're talking about, do you want to be own your own business, or you want to be an employee? Kind of one thing we look at those pros being, normally what we talked about earlier, just being an entrepreneur. Some of the things you think about with being an entrepreneur is got the freedom. I'm the freedom. I work for myself. I can do what I want to do. I hit all the damn time. You get to do what you want to, work when you want to. Right. I'm like, I don't know who the hell you think I am. I can do what I want to do and wait when I want to wait.
Right.
You know, I don't work. I ain't get no money. But just, you know, perception wise, how you feel, you do have some freedoms. You do have some freedom.
And that's the misconception. People think that because you own your own business, you can do what you want to do. Clothes when you want to clothes, come home, lay on the couch all day. But you're not making no money that way.
What was my motto?
You gotta grind hard. What you always say?
Hey, I work 20 hours a day, so I don't have to work 40 hours a week.
Exactly.
Brother puts it down.
What we talk about, everybody see that Elon Musk got $190 billion, but they didn't see him when he was cold in his bedroom 24 hours a day eating mayonnaise sandwiches.
I just say him and their brother was renting out a room over garage, coding 20 hours a damn day,
right,
and taking baths at a Y. My God.
All they see is the $190 billion, right?
Man, they said they just shit. And when he was saying it, you knew he was telling the truth, because
right.
you just feel it like, man, we earned this.
Right.
We earned this. You know, you just sitting there, we just coded.
Right.
And then they hit PayPal. Then they hitting, what was that, the PayPal? Was it SpaceX then? Now the dishes, the solar dishes. The solar dishes, the batteries, Tesla, SpaceX. Just dropping them.
Yeah.
Just dropping them, man. That just came from straight grinding.
Straight coding from the garage. Like all these companies, Amazon, they don't see him selling used books for 10 years. All they see is the $200 billion he got.
Nah, man.
I think he sold used books for 15 years before he started selling other stuff.
I don't even want to start talking about the damn chilling circuit I was on. You know, just shout out to WAOK, man. Mr. Free. I wasn't Mr. Tax. I was Mr. Free Tax Dollar. Shit. I'm whatever, boy, just grinding, boy. But, you know, people just really don't necessarily want to go through that journey. And I always think about it, you know, but again, we're looking at the light side of entrepreneurship where you have that freedom, you feel like you're in charge, or, you know, just kind of like the image, you know, people, they got their own business, you know, a lot of times, you know, from a perception standpoint, make you feel kind of confident, hey, I done accomplished something, did something, and you should feel good about it, that you started something to do it, regardless of what level you are and everything, because you done what? Start some kind of traction and movement. Mm-hmm. A lot of times, those ideas that you have in your head, because they never brought to fruition, they're just stuck at being just straight potential. Mm-hmm. And we all have potential, you know, and I think that word is overused because I think maybe just a small percentage of us actually start, you know, moving in the direction to start using our potential. Mm-hmm. And anytime that you can actually get off your butt and just try to do something, if it, you know, does horrible or it does fantastic, at least you tried. Right. So I'm always pushing people to try to do that, you know, just push yourself. Right. And so then we look at the other side of it, and this is probably the more scary side. We start talking about entrepreneurship. Now you start looking at, you know, no security.
Mm-hmm. No insurance.
No insurance.
No fallback plan.
Shit.
No, what's that, FMLA?
Hey, man. Boy. All that kind of stuff. You know, you sitting there working with your broke leg.
Because you still got to pay that mortgage okay, your leg broke.
The buck stop with you. And that's the thing about it. Like, you know, when I made that video, you guys get a chance to check it out. You can't have you can't want the freedom of an entrepreneur, but also want the security of an employee. Whereas, you know, when you go to work, you know, you had that rough day. You know, ladies, your husband got on your nerve, kids acting crazy. Fellas, your wife done cussed you out, and, you know, your roof leaking and stuff. And you go to work, you got stuff on your mind, you just don't have that productive of a day. Right. But you own your own business, your mind gone. Hey, man, hey, look, it's gone, and no money getting made and everything. And it may be still compacting over and over again. And you know, man, that stuff tough. Right. That stuff tough. Cause I can say in just personal experience, when your mind gone and you the boss, shit, you're in some bad spaces. Right. And you can't afford to be that way, you know? And those are the kind of things you lose when you start going this road of entrepreneurship. Mm-hmm. You know, because you like, that's it. You need this. You definitely need your health. Right. And if you're not getting it, like I said, you can go to work. I'm like, man, I ain't really into it today. Put it off for next week. Do that working for yourself. Right. Do it working for yourself. And I think a lot of times people get frustrated with their jobs. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm not making enough. I don't feel like I'm getting heard. I don't feel appreciated. I don't feel these certain things. And they said, well, look, let me go on and go out here and try to do my own thing. Mm-hmm. And you think you didn't get heard at that job. Your ass really ain't getting heard working for yourself. And you try to go through that whole mental process. Why is that? Okay, I wasn't appreciating my job. I wasn't getting paid enough. Now I done left it, try to do my own damn thing. I definitely ain't getting matter of fact, I'm not even getting noticed. And I'm definitely not even making no money. So what is it?
Right.
And what I say to that is, before you start looking at trying to, well, what they said the whole time, when you leave your husband, leave your wife, you know, the grass ain't always green
on the other side, right?
You finna find out, boy, that damn pastor is dead. And your whole perception of what you thought was there really ain't there. And if you gotta be wired a certain way when we start want to go down that road of entrepreneurship. I will say this: anything can be done by anybody. Mm-hmm. You know, I want to sit here and just say you can't do your own business. Whatever, anybody can do anything, but you have to be wired and think a certain way with that. Because if you're not okay with certain things, that being especially delayed gratification, not be able to get certain awards and money, and being able to make sacrifices and be uncomfortable, entrepreneurship is gonna be very extremely challenging for you. You know,
Blacknificent says that entrepreneurship is not glamorous at all, but he wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
just saying he because of the picture, so it may be a she, but I apologize anyway. It goes.
I like that name, Blacknificent.
Blacknificent 09.
Blacknificent 09. That's all right, right there. I like that.
Right.
No, that's awesome. That's right, because again, it's they're right on with that, because again, it's an extremely lonely walk. Mm-hmm. It's an extremely lonely walk, and again, when you have successes, again, you can feel good about yourself, and you can kind of maybe share it with people. But when you have them fades and setbacks, you got to get into a mode. You can't have a pity party. Then you got to figure out how you're going to fix it.
Right.
And a lot of times people just not really prepared for that. That's the kind of thing about it. And I just want people to take a whole long thought about it, because, again, I think anybody can do it, but is everybody built for it?
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Sure, what's up, bro?
As a professional here.
Oh, shit.
What would be some signs that you would think, and I'm not saying this applies to everybody because signs could be different. What would be a few signs, maybe 5 or 10 signs that you would think the difference between an entrepreneur and someone who just wants to have a job that pays more money? Like what would be, how can somebody say, well, I got 5 out of 7, I might need to go ahead and get this job and pay more money instead of trying to be an entrepreneur? Because there's some traits that entrepreneurs have that people who just want to have a job have.
Oh shit, I can give you a few of them off the top of my head. Number one being that delayed gratification.
Okay.
They mentally understand that I'm doing something now that's going to benefit me later, and they're not breaking that. They don't need immediate rewards for it.
Okay.
From a mentality standpoint, they understand the significance of not stopping at no. Mm-hmm. Y'all hear me say it all the time. No means what? Not right now. That's one of my mottos. I look at that in business. I look at that with when I was a little teenager and the girl say no. Now that you tell me hell no, I might stop. But if I got a no, it just means not right now. So we just gonna put a hang up. I'll come back, whatever. And mentality wise, you gotta be understanding that. Look, well, let me just follow back or whatever. And so much times later, being able to be extremely disciplined, being disciplined. Being structured, and understand that, hey, this is how I'm former military, so a lot of that is rooted in me to this day. Being structured to the point where you're not so rigid, you can't be inflexible, but also, being structured to the point where you try to keep things in order. Mm-hmm. So that discipline falls in with that structure aspect. Now, the other part of it is just probably being flexible and responsive. It's not an issue if things go wrong. It's when things go wrong, and then when things go wrong, how you gonna handle it. Mm-hmm. How many times we done did the show? Mic that went out, computer went out, whatever.
Right.
We sitting here, tax season go out. I remember about 6-7 years ago, my main computer that we do the transmissions off of crashed.
Right.
Now you got your income tax refund check. Do you give a damn about my computer?
Not at all. You should have 2.
I don't give a. I don't do this and that. And people, depending on how you are, how responsive you are as a business owner, man, some folks just explode. They can't handle stress. They can't handle this. They can handle getting money all day long.
Right.
But when things don't go their way, how can you handle it?
Right.
Is that cookie gonna crack? And dealing with stress and how responsive to it, that's a key component. So again, that delayed gratification, discipline, being responsive, being structured. What was I just saying? It was one I just forgot. Those are just, I think, innate traits. Mm-hmm. But definitely, just we're looking at it, those are, I think, key components with being an entrepreneur.
Okay.
Because again, a lot of times people, that responsiveness and discipline is key.
Okay.
Because things are gonna go wrong all the time. And yeah, some people, you ever just see the joker that just whine and whine, and everybody like, shut up. But they want to be in business. Look, like I said, it's not if it go wrong, it's when it gonna go wrong. And that's just happening all the time.
Right.
Me and you have all the time, man. Like, hey, man, no way, look, we'll make it happen.
We ain't gonna major in the minor.
Hey, we ain't gonna major in the minor. Every true soldier, I'm a U.S. Army veteran. We adapt and overcome. Things just go like that. It's gonna happen.
Right. Tall and Blind says, he let me know what his name is. Tall and Blind says that he just started with his business mind and is willing. He said he just noticed that I have a small fear, like you said. Get out of your comfort zone. Thanks for putting in the work, researching grant opportunities. So he's saying that he just started, but he knows that he has a small fear.
Well, first, congratulations on starting, because that's the hardest part to start. The main thing about it, when we do have fears, the number one thing is do what you just did, self-awareness. I know I have it, but we don't stop there. How do we overcome that fear? We address it, and we practice on the things that can negate that fear. Okay? And most of the time, our fear is rooted in what? Lack of knowledge. The more I know about it.
Oh, it's a her. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, now I know.
I'm sorry. Her. I'm sorry. Tall and Blind is a her. My bad.
Okay. Get it together, lab.
I know. I'm mucking it up, man.
Hey. What it is, though,
No,
what it is, though. I would say this, and I'm very appreciative. We had a lot more traffic on that live stream we normally have.
Right.
So,
but we got 5 other live streams going.
Like I said, 5 other ones going. So my man, DJ Lab is a true maestro. But again, Tall and Blind, what I do want to tell you is that 2 things that kind of negate fear is make sure you become knowledgeable on the subject and make sure you become experienced on something. So the more you try to do it, when you fall, get back up, then you learn how not to fall. And then when you learn, get more knowledgeable on something, you get more ways to actually do it. Those 2 things negate fear. We mostly, the fear don't know is the worst fear at all. So once we equip ourselves with something and get experience to do it, ain't nothing to it. We all had to learn how to drive. We all had to learn how to ride a bike. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had to learn how to kiss that girl.
Hey.
Yeah, you learn how to kiss. I ain't how to do it.
I came out kissing.
You came out kissing. This dude here. Well, all us want is magical lab. What's that? Slick 316 like, don't do me like that. I got you. What's up, Slick? Miss you down here. The thing I think a lot of times people just don't want to actually get out of their comfort zone. So again, having the fear, ain't nothing wrong with that. Right. Ain't nothing wrong having that fear. It's not totally wrong, but not addressing it. And once you address it, try to fix it.
Right.
And like I said, it's with knowledge and with experience, And those, I think, some of the key things we're doing there. And I really want to challenge everybody to look at yourself or look at your job, because again, just because you start your business or quit your job or change jobs, that's not necessarily going to fix something. Because if you're not the type of person to sit here and demand, demand that raise, demand opportunities, do certain, it ain't gonna change. It ain't gonna change at all. I worked at a company for 15 years. I see my homegirl Misty in there. What's up, so mystical? I appreciate you. Me and her were co-workers together. And I remember working at that job. I did a whole corporate track.
Right.
Got my bachelor's, got my master's, working hard and all that kind of stuff. Then bring a damn thing to me. Shit.
Hey, I say the same thing, brother. I got my master's, got my bachelor's.
Shit. I hit the glass ceiling, the glass wall.
I think the ceiling hit me.
Shit, man. Doom. That wasn't going no damn well.
It wasn't made of glass. It was made of pure concrete.
Yeah. And then sometimes you look at that, okay, I did everything I was supposed to. Sometimes you got to be realistic with yourself and say, shit, this ain't going to work.
Right.
This ain't going to work. You know, again, it ain't nothing, a damn thing I did. But I got to sit and be realistic about, look, man, let this go. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes, you know, people could be in a situation like that, and you just be like, man, they won't give me this opportunity, they won't promote me. But, you know, go in there and ask.
Right.
Now, when you ask, make sure you really know that you deserve that. Mm-hmm. Because what if you get pulled to the task? Because you got to understand, I go in there and say, look, I've been doing this and I've been doing that and I've been working here. I want these particular opportunities. And your supervisor might say,
okay.
Or, I don't agree with you.
Right.
You just said all those credentials you got and everything you're doing. I ain't seen it.
Right.
You got to be prepared for that.
Right.
And I think that's what happens a lot of times. People don't open their mouths or they're not prepared to defend themselves. Because here's the deal. And
they're scared.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That will usually keep you, kind of inhibited.
If they say something, they going to get fired.
Get scared. Well, that's the thing about it. You can't, to that point, Lab, when you know that you deserve something and you know that, okay, I should be making this, I should be in this position, and you know it, not you think, you hope, you know it, you ain't gonna damn compromise.
Right.
I'm not the cheap tax man. Right. I don't prepare refunds. Right. I prepare taxes.
Right.
No, I don't. Again, and I don't compromise on that. When I get the call, hey, how much y'all charge for taxes? We tell them that's a lot. That's what we charge. Mm-hmm. And we ain't compromising on that. You can go to, cool. I mean, I've been in the game 20 years for a reason. We're going to take excellent care of you. Right. I'm going to stand behind my work. My name on the paper. Mm-hmm. My name, you can Google us. Everything like that's fine. But no, it ain't. Can you charge me this? No. Because at the end of the day, when somebody pays you less or whatever, they still got what? Premium expectations. Right. Their expectations don't drop. Right. No matter if they paying you less money or whatever, they still got certain expectations. So you got big damn expectations. I got big expectations about my pay and my compensation. Right. So you have to know that. Not you think you should make more money. If you know it, you're not gonna compromise. Right. But a lot that now what stops most people with that part is that what you just said. I scared them to lose my job. Right. I'm worried about if I'm not gonna get this opportunity again, they're gonna take something away from me. You're not miserable enough. Right. When you become miserable enough, you're gonna sit here and demand for you to go get that promotion or get that pay raise, either there or somewhere else, or you're gonna get the hell on and start your own job. You ain't miserable enough. Mm-hmm. When you become miserable enough, you don't give a damn. You'll walk right out of that damn job.
And some people think, and me personally, I've been on jobs and I've got miserable. And people think I'm just acting up, but it's not. I'm like, look, I'm better. I feel like I'm better than this. I feel like I need to be doing more than what I'm doing. Like, I feel like I can accomplish more and be in a better position than what I am. Then I just start acting. Like, I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
what they call the little militant black man.
Yeah.
I ain't a militant black man. I'm the damn mad black man.
Because I already went to you and said, hey, I think I can have a little bit more responsibilities, a little bit more of this. Try me out, see what, and they say no. Then I'm like, okay, well, I already know what's going on here. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So now I'm acting.
I went in there with spreadsheets, graphs. I left out of they probably, hey, guess what this joker just came in with? They probably turned my little paper to some airplanes.
like they cigars with.
Yeah. Deonte's idea. Throw it across the damn room. I can laugh about this shit there. I'm crying back then.
Let me go to the bathroom with Deonte's idea real quick.
It's kind of soft like tissue. We're going to use it. But that's the thing, man, again. And that's rooted with a lot of times people are going to sit here. I want you guys to really, really think about this in regards to just being, if you want to be that business owner or if you want to be that, you're working at a job, a certain situation, what's going to really determine it? If you want to be that, go out here and start your own business. Or if you're going to push yourself, just say, I want more out of my job. You got to make sure you're uncomfortable enough to make that change. Because like I said, when you know that this what you demand, you ain't going to compromise that. Like, no, I'm just not gonna do that. And I'm not talking about a situation where you work with people. I'm talking about a situation straight up where, you know, you just like, nah, this is it. This is how we're gonna do this. And I just think most people just don't get to that point.
Yeah.
They don't get to that point, you know, because we can just say like, I got kids, I got a mortgage and all that stuff. You also got health, and you also got your damn stroke stressed the hell out, and you also can be very miserable or whatever. And far too often people do that. And so, take a chance on yourself. Take a chance on it, because at the end of the day, shit, ain't nobody gonna believe in you like you.
Like me,
you know.
Like, Slick always has me watching Shark Tank. She loves that show because she said she think I can go on there, and I probably will. But
I hope so.
on Shark Tank, they always ask the person, "Have you quit your job?" Because they feel like if you're not working a job, you going all in on your idea and your business, and you willing to put everything on the line for that business. And they feel like that you be more investable if you'll be more your company. They will be more willing to invest in your company if they feel like you got everything riding on it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. So, you know, a lot of times, what we think and what's required are two whole different things.
Right.
And when we sit there and say, well, look, man, I did this and I did that and I tried, shit, sometimes it still ain't enough.
Right.
Well, I stayed up all night and I gave up this, that, and that. Shit, man.
What?
And I mean, it's the reason why LeBron's still in the league.
Right.
He's good, but he sacrificed so damn much with putting stuff in his body and everything. And sometimes people just ain't willing to do that.
Right.
And a lot of times that discipline, that sacrifice, that vision, man, that carry you through a lot of stuff.
That's true.
When you believe in yourself, man, whoa, that's what you gotta have. You gotta have that, man. And I'm telling you, man, I'm just speaking in terms of just being transparent myself. Man, I had a lot of moments I sit here like, damn, it ain't gonna work. But I'm always gonna bank on Poochie.
Right.
Poochie ain't never let me down. Well, a couple times. But I'm just saying, for the most part,
right,
I bank on me all day and night. You know, because I know my grind, I know how I'm gonna do stuff.
Right.
But at the end of the day, man, if you believe in yourself, you can't sit here and worry about people gonna support you or whatever. You can't do that. And what I wanted just to have, just we're looking at today's show, I think you have far too many people, they get in their business, and I push in, I'm supportive, I'm excited. Anytime people want to get in entrepreneurship, I think it's great. But a lot of times, you really ain't business folks. You know what I'm saying? When I say that, I'm talking about you don't want to deal with the stress of not getting money. I got to get paid. I don't want to be dealing with that. I don't want to be waiting with that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what it is, you just really tired of just dealing with people. You tired of getting rejected at your job. You really tired of getting turned down and disappointed. And that not necessarily mean you need to start your own business. That might need to just grow a pair.
Yeah.
You might need to grow a pair. And just say, go to hell.
Right.
I'll go to another job. Or you need to get my damn raise. Why do they don't have to go through the things or the challenges that I have to go through?
To get that raise.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Sometimes you might just got to do that. And people just don't necessarily want to do that for whatever reason. And we can go into business and you try to do it, and you find out very quickly those same traits that you needed, that you probably need to use at the job, you need them more working for yourself, because you have no kind of support with doing it. I love it working for myself. But again, I always push people to look. Learn as much as you can about what you're doing. Invest in yourself. Invest in your craft. But those traits you talked about, you got to be disciplined. You got to be responsible. You know what I'm saying? You got to be knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? You can't be scared. Scared to the point where you're going to be inactive. You're going to be scared.
Right.
I don't know what the hell going to come on out of this YouTube channel. And I just said I put all that damn money in October, November. Man, come on now.
Right.
Last year, how many people was poised to do so much COVID-19 hit?
Right.
Wow.
Right.
I just knew I was going to make me a lot of salon money.
And I just knew this radio station TV said was going to take off till we had to Zoom it.
They shut my damn salon down for 2 months.
Right.
2 months. And those are the kind of things you got to be responsible.
Right.
I'm not damn responsible you can be with, man, not making that damn money, but I had to be responsible. But again, to to hang in there that we're doing and see what you've done with Misfits Media and Misfits TV. Make sure you guys check out Misfits TV on Roku. Make sure you check out Misfits Media on Facebook, YouTube, and everything. Check out our whole Misfits radio family. I'll talk about that before we wrap up the show. But I want you guys to, just believe in yourself. No matter what track you want to go into, make sure you believe in yourself and don't compromise anything, okay? Kind of just start wrapping everything up, just what I was just talking about with Lab. My show, Mr. Short Dollar, and also my other YouTube channel, Change Your Life, hosted by Deonte Burden, where we talk about motivation, professional development, personal development, parenting, family, and everything. We're all part of the Misfits Misfits Media family. You guys need to make sure you check out Misfits Radio, Misfits Entertainment.
Misfits Radio, Misfits TV, but yeah, Misfits Media Group.
Okay, because I always mess it up every week and Lab give me that arched eyebrow.
That's all right. Long as you say Misfits, they should be able to find it.
Exactly. So when you pull it up, guys, we got comedy shows, religious shows, political shows, all kind of informative shows on there. And listen, like Lab said, we on Roku now.
That's right.
Check out Misfits TV. Check it out. All of us, you see all the shows that I have and everybody else in Misfits family, all our great shows and stuff. And look, all of us been grinding for the past couple of years. Everybody's growing. Everybody's doing well. So if you're enjoying the show, you get to see all kind of other shows just like mine. Just go to Misfits Media Group, Misfits TV, Misfits Radio. Just Google it. Check us out on YouTube, Facebook, and also now Misfits TV on Roku. We got it all for you. So make sure you support my Misfits Entertainment family. But here's the deal also, guys. Just to recap everything. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar, where we talk about personal finance, business, entrepreneurship, and real estate investing. You can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Again, make sure you guys check me out next Saturday, March 6th at 3:30 p.m. I'll be a panelist on the Black Experts Empire, being a black expert. I'll be talking a lot about some of my business endeavors and also the experience I've had with Black Experts Empire. Again, that's with Dr. Boyce Watkins and Black Financial Channel, mainly the Black Business School. His brother Lawrence and Al Dumpkin, man, they've been very, very, very pivotal in my growth over the past couple of years. Real solid brothers. So again, they're taking up candidates for the Black Business School, the Black Experts Empire course, where we learn a lot about growing your business and stuff. I learned from it. So I want you guys, tune in next Saturday for that. Again, that'll be on should be a Black Financial Channel, or you probably go up on the Dr. Boyce Watkins YouTube channel, both of those channels, and they'll be streaming live next Saturday at 3 p.m. But it'll be pretty cool just to go out there and just run my mouth and talk about all the good knowledge and stuff those brothers dropped on me. But again, we hit 5,000 subscribers this week. Hopefully, for the end of the night, we'll be at 6.
That's right.
But again, I just want to say thanks to everybody from the bottom of my heart for the love and support that you guys have given me. And also, I just want to give a big shout out to myself, man. I work pretty damn hard for all this damn stuff, man. Especially all the BS I've been through the past year.
And I want to take a second to thank everybody on YouTube for interacting with us. Tall and Blind, Blacknificent 09, Miss M, Don Summons. We appreciate you all for interacting with us. It makes for a great show. Thank you all so much. I'm sorry I didn't get to all the comments, but trust me, Deonte will go back. Mr. Short Dollar will go back and read them and respond to them as he needs to. Thank you all so much.
Absolutely. Slick just asked me what happened about the $50,000 grant. Listen, the $50,000 grants are still there. I just posted the FedEx small business grant contest. I just posted that before the show started. That's a $50,000 small business grant that I think ends March 9th. Go to Mr. Short Dollar on YouTube. I give all the details in the video about that. You guys need to read the video, listen to the video, go to apply to the grant, and I give you a whole detailed breakdown of what you need to do. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm posting these videos about these grants and stuff. What you guys need to do, and I keep saying this on all these videos, you guys got to make a compelling story why these folks need to give you money. Do not apply for one of these damn grants and say, I want need some money for my business. You need to have some kind of heartwarming, tear-jerking story. Why?
Right.
Again, I even had, I did one for Shea Moisture on the other day. Shea Moisture had I think it's $50,000 grant also. And a young lady commented, like, this is for YouTube and social media creators. It's not for everybody. if you finna give me $50,000 damn dollars, I'm finna make me a YouTube channel. I mean, shit now. I mean, come on now. If you finna give me $50,000 and I just need a YouTube channel, they don't say how many views.
Right.
I'm gonna make a YouTube channel.
Right.
I mean, we kind of majoring in the minor. You're not finna hold me back from getting $50,000 because I ain't got a YouTube channel.
I'm finna write a compelling story. I didn't apply for a grant before when I went to college. I got a grant I went through college on a grant.
Awesome.
I wrote a grant at 15. I wrote a compelling story at 15 to go to college, University of Illinois.
Yeah.
And it was a 4-page story, but it got my grant. You get what I'm saying?
That's
it paid
what's
for
up.
all my years of college, everything. So I was good.
Man. Yeah. Y'all see what kind of producer I got. This brother here is a walking genius. 15-year-old, him and the damn boy King, man. That's what's happening. But to last point though, when you're applying for these grants, focus less on what you don't have. Focus more on what you need to do, and you'll get this money. It's all about mentality. That's the thing. I got a response with that, and they kind of hit me with, hey, they want people to have social media presence. Go make a damn YouTube, Instagram page.
Right.
They're giving away free money.
Right.
Go do it. Stop worrying about, and that's with anything. Focus less on what you don't have. Focus more on what you need to do.
That's it.
You are not finna that. You think because I don't have a YouTube channel or Instagram page, that's gonna hold me? Come on, it's free. It's free. Come on.
People get so tied up in views and followers that they don't realize sometimes that don't even matter.
No.
Just write the story. Just write the. I'm finna do it. I don't know about anybody on your YouTube channel. But I'm finna do it. Soon we get off the air tonight.
You own it.
It's on and popping. And I done wrote many compelling stories for grants, so I'm a professional.
Hey man, get on it. Cause the Shea Moisture grant, that's $50,000. The one that was the other day. The one I just posted today with FedEx, that small business grant contest. Man, y'all need to get on it. Both of those gonna end I think within the next week. And I got a couple more. I got a real big one. I'm gonna drop, man. Probably this weekend. That I think will be helping a lot of folks. So, I think that was like a $5 million grant or $1 million grant for people to take advantage of. And these for everybody. So I think people really need to get on top of that, man. There's a lot of, and the thing about it is, even with on Mr. Short Dollar, I got over 100 videos, and probably between maybe 10 or 12 videos, I got probably 150 grants that you can go through, scour through, and look at it. I get all the time people, hey, look, do you got a grant for this? You got a grant for that? Listen, go check out the video. All those lists, and you can hit it in the description section. You can hit the Google links and go through it and stuff. And there's not going to be a grant for people that want to sell bikes. There's not going to be a grant for people to sell hookahs. There are a grant for females who want to open their own business. Right. What you do is what you do.
Right.
Focus, like I said, focus less what ain't there. Focus what you got to do.
Right.
Your mentality is everything. If they saying you need to be, working in a certain industry, whatever, you need to figure out how you working in the industry. I ain't saying lie. I'm saying craft your story for that.
Right.
Okay? Stop dwelling on what's not there. You need to recalibrate yourself mentally and say, okay, this is what I got to do. That's how you're going to get the money. That's how you're going to actually be successful in business.
Right.
We focus too much on our shortcomings. We focus too much on what we don't have. And we do that also, at our jobs.
That's true.
I don't have this, I don't have that. Well, what do you have? What can you take advantage of? What can you sit here and maximize? And I think once you do that, you'll see yourself go a whole lot further with your job, with your business, with life, when you just stop focusing on what's not there. Who ain't helping you? Who ain't gave you this? Focus on what the hell you can do for yourself and how you can make things happen. Like, what was that Tall and Blind that said it's all about mentality? That's how you think.
Yeah, I think that was Ms. M, though.
Ms. M, okay, I apologize, Ms. M. But how you think, your perspective is everything. It's everything. And again, people hear it all the time. That's not new information.
Right.
But again, when we stress and we feel down, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to pull yourself back up, and you feel kind of dejected. But shit, that's what builds character.
Right.
We all can make money and feel good about it, but when we lose it, things ain't happening. Man, it's tough. It's tough to stay motivated. It's tough when you ain't got no support, you ain't got no crowd or no fan club. It's tough, but that's what build you. That will let you, really determine how bad you want it.
Right.
So I want to post that challenge to everybody. Grind. Thanks for all the support. Make sure you reach out to me if you got any questions or concern. Don't be so quick to ask me, hey, do we got a grant? I got over 100-some grants listed on there, you guys. I love to help you guys. So if you do got any questions, I was just joking about that. Feel free to reach out to me. But I appreciate all the love and support you guys give me. Hopefully we keep knocking down these milestones and the growth of the channel. And I'm going to promise everyone that we're going to keep working hard. Misty, I appreciate you tuning in, but I appreciate you tuning in. Slick, you also, just like I told Larry, I appreciate you for helping me grow everything, man. Because, woo, boy, 2020 was rough on a brother. Huh?
But you came through.
Oh, man. Oh, shit, I'm karate chopping. But then, everybody take care of yourself. Love you guys. Be safe. You got any question, anything like that, remember, all the links to everything. You can Google us, reach out to us and everything. Oh, one last thing. If you are looking at any of the videos, you're checking everything, make sure you join the email list. Join the email list so I can make sure we got you, keep you guys updated with any kind of courses, materials, or anything, just any knowledge or anything that we're just giving out. Please make sure you join the email list, okay? Make sure you're doing it. You join the email list. Love you guys. Take care. Be safe. And I'll see you guys soon.